And we are live. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. And then we'll be A-okay. All right. I think we're golden, boys.
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing tonight?
Pretty good.
Here?
Oh, we're here.
We live?
We're here. This is the second podcast.
Second?
Third, I guess, because we did the Claudius podcast. We did the Max
Oh, that one
podcast.
was lit, dude.
That one was a little goofy, but hey, we're getting there, okay?
We're here now. That's all that matters.
Yeah, we're making our way. So, Ernie, tell us a little about you.
Oh, man. My name...
People may not know who you are.
For those who don't know who I am, my name is Ernie Erndo. I am the team manager of Hang 5 Year Scooters. I am a two-time independent national touring hip-hop artist, and I am also the scooter director of Camp Woodward East. I now also live with these two goofy dudes who've taken me.
He's the new roommate here.
Today, we moved in, finally got my bed over. Shout out my boy Chase for moving me in his little, F-150.
He's actually in the room right now. He is off camera, but...
That's our boy, though. Shout out to Chase.
Oh, yeah. All right, so the discussion piece that we're going to be talking about today is...
Well, a couple different ones.
But
Dude, wait. The main topic piece is I'm not wearing glasses.
You need to slap them on, dude.
I know.
You ain't even got
I
the
know.
pineapples on. Come on. I'm about to... I look like that dude from X-Men. I can't remember what his name is, but every time... I don't know what his name is. Anyway.
Okay. Good job, Ernie. At least
I want to
tried.
say Rey Mysterio, but I know that's a WWE wrestler.
It makes you feel any better. I still have no idea who that is.
All right. Anyway.
So today we're going to be, talking a little bit about ISA, because, that's what's going on right now in
The
scooter world.
International Scooter Association.
It's that time of the year.
It
It's
is.
the comp season, so I feel like it's fitting if we talk about some competitions.
And we are fresh off the ISA in Lake Havasu.
Tell us a little bit about that. So Hang 5 through that.
So-
and you're the TM of Hang 5.
Yes, well, we got to give a big shout out to the Shop Pro Scooter Lab and Brian over there, Tony at Port Teco, Daniel at Northern, Sean at The Vault. These guys over here for sponsoring the event. We got to give a big shout out to everybody who is sponsoring the ISA. I wish I could go through the entire list off the top of my head, so I'm sorry if I forgot you. I'm sorry if you were at the event.
There's a lot of people.
There was a lot. Just shout out to everybody who is donating and sponsoring the ISA events right now, because Havasu is awesome.
Havasu is really
including
sick.
Undialed.
Including Undialed. You know, they were out there. They had the booth. We actually pledged allegiance to the
Dude, that was so
wacky,
funny.
wavy, flailing, arm inflatable, and tube man. I didn't do that,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
But,
we
yeah,
did.
because this guy, we pledged allegiance to
I
that.
was
So that was pretty
sitting
funny.
at the Undialed booth,
And you
just
looked
selling merchandise or something.
You
like
looked over at me and you're like, "Bar, are we pledging allegiance to my guy right now?"
And then I just look up in the horizon. I see. For everyone that don't know, his name is Randy. He's just the
Randy.
Yeah, he's the inflatable dude that you see in front of car dealerships. He says Undialed on it. But we just happened to go get it a USA flag color, because when Clayton and I did the Undialed USA trip, it was the USA tour, so we made it the USA flag.
Was that really the story behind it?
Yep. And then just so happens that Havasu, and we let him go fly high. They're like, all right, we need to do the Pledge of Allegiance before we get into any competing. And there was no American flag there except for the dude.
We pledged allegiance to that.
We pledged
That's
allegiance
pretty lit.
to the dancing man.
It's pretty lit, dude.
Honestly, that's the last thing I ever would have thought that would happen with that thing.
Salute.
I'm just saying.
But anyway, okay, ISAs, man.
So the ISA, I feel like, is probably the biggest known scooter competition in scootering. It's probably the most long-lived one. Actually, I would say SD is probably a longer-lasting competition, but I feel like the most official is ISA, because if you win ISA,
you're the man.
You get this title.
You're the man.
That you're the world's best.
You're the dude.
That's how Jordan got a lot of his recognition, is because he came in knowing
John
who
Marco.
he was, and he won worlds. Koda's the 4-time world champion.
3 times.
Is he 3 times at ISA and then won at
Scoot Fest?
One at Scoot Fest.
Yeah, but it wasn't the official ISA, so I personally don't count it. But
Whatever, put an asterisk next to it. Shout out Coda.
Yeah,
4-time world champion.
Do whatever you want, dude.
Coda's
Coda's a madman.
He's a madman.
It's not like he's a bad scooter rider.
No, that's not what we're saying. I don't think anyone's arguing that fact at all.
He's terrible.
I bet you that fool can't even flare, dog. Get out of here.
In his dreams.
So So I feel like I don't know. I feel like the ISA is like such a big deal to scooter riders because it's like if you win the ISA,
it's prestigious.
Yeah,
Come
exactly.
on, I wouldn't. Okay, so like you said, San Diego. I think San Diego might be a little bit more iconic in my opinion because when you think of North American competitions, you think of ScooterCon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you think of SD. So,
true.
But on a more prestigious level, I would say ISA. I would say that at the end of the day. And not taking away from anybody, but I'd feel better if I won complete ISA than if I won SD.
Exactly.
That's just how I feel.
I think the biggest thing with SD is that SD is more of like a mental game because one, you have to do a run on the like. It's sketchy now. I guess it's always been kind of sketchy, but you have to.
So actually,
What, Claremont? Dude, Claremont's been sketchy since like SD8. Get out of my face.
I was talking to somebody at the Havasu competition, and apparently they're redoing it for the next SD. So the entire street section and everything.
I'll believe it when I see it.
The mini ramp, the stair set, everything is apparently going to be redone.
Believe it when I see it.
I was hoping you were going to say apparently they're changing the BMX section. I was like,
dude, they ruined the BMX section, man.
I love you, Claremont.
Yeah,
like,
no,
I used to work for you guys,
Claremont's
but
is the hub. But the old BMX section was so good.
There's a lot of amazing videos filmed on that section.
That
too.
was like such an iconic
There
piece
is
of scootering.
no, dude. That's like up there at the no. I won't put it up there at the Incline Club.
I know. I would say it's right there with the Incline Club.
No, come on. The Incline Club birthed so many legends.
So did Claremont.
Yeah, but not that specific section. And think about the classic videos.
I think the spine is equivalent. The Claremont spine.
I think that's a ballsy statement. But
You think?
personally, I think,
bro,
I'm going to side with Will on this. I think that I think Claremont is one of the, it is the most iconic skate park.
No, I don't think it's the most iconic.
All right, what's the most iconic?
For scootering? Are you saying for scootering?
Right. No, like for action sports in general, because like.
Not for action sports in
Dude,
general.
What?
No, come on now. Think about like
You're
all
gonna
the
say
BMX videos,
Claremont.
all the skate videos. There's been like hundreds of thousands of scooter videos filmed there. Like
Burnside.
Burnside
Skate Park.
Burnside is I would say is second most popular DUI, or not DUI, DIY. DIY behind FDR. FDR in Philly, I think, is a little bit more iconic than Burnside.
I think I'm just biased on Burnside because I love the Northwest and under the bridge stuff. It to me is just Burnside. It's in
Oregon.
Oregon.
Right?
Oregon, yes, it's Oregon,
or
and it's built under a bridge, and that's what is beautiful to me about it. It's just like that skate park itself now is better than 95% of the skate parks we ride that the city built for us, and it was all rider made. I don't know.
You know what I think is sick about that skate park is the Crater Bowl at Woodward West is based off of Burnside.
Yes, it is. Which is awesome because
that's really dope.
So many scooter kids have filmed every Instagram clip up that small crater step up. So you thank Burnside for that.
Very true.
So okay, back to the question though. Each of us can all have their own separate answers. That's fine. But what do you think is the most iconic skate park for scootering?
Claremont.
You think Claremont?
The Incline Club.
Claremont.
You say Tick?
The Incline Club.
I think Woodward is.
Woodward? No, you can't.
No, Woodward can't count.
You can't put Woodward. Yeah, because what are you gonna say? Are you gonna say
100%.
Poco Loco? Are you gonna say the Hangar? Are you gonna say Lot 8? Are you gonna say Outdoor Street?
For scootering, no. Big Street is definitely like the Spank. The Spank is like
the Spank, yeah, totally. And
like,
I mean, look at Pierce, bro. Pierce Goodwin filmed damn near his entire Welcome to District in the Hangar. And no hate, bro, because that was a beautiful video. But no, I don't think you. I think we gotta go public skate parks.
Public skate park. Here, I have a different answer.
It's the Incline Club every time.
I don't think the Incline Club is it. The Incline Club is dope, and I've been to it, which is really cool to say. But I think that the most iconic scooter skate park is probably. It's a tough tie between Monster and Australia. Because Monster was like such an iconic skate park.
Yeah, and then
I don't know
but
Monster,
I feel like Monster. No, I'm gonna talk out of my ass. I don't know anything about them. Never mind. No, it doesn't mean no
Say
because
it, Ernie, you won't.
Oh man.
Say it.
Okay, they're more iconic now because it burned down.
I don't think that. No. It was so iconic.
Maybe because I have no idea. Maybe I'm stomping on people's toes saying that.
Because you can still go ride the ramps. It was like the wall that separated the skate park from the area where they kept.
I just remember Waza posting about it, and I felt bad for Waza because he seemed sad.
Why did Wazza seem sad?
Because he rode that skate park a lot.
That skate park was dope.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So that's why. But anyway.
I think the most iconic skate park now, like in this current 2019.
Right now, this second, today.
Right this second is Corby.
Corby. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think at this very second.
Okay.
But I think depending on when you look at scooter history,
that place breeds them, dog.
I think that if you take a step back and look at scooter history, it's a toss up between. It just really depends on where you're from too, because it's like in California, I would say it's a close one between.
Because you guys have
Cal Oaks. Cal Oaks was really iconic for all the Scooter Zone videos back in the day. Raymond Warner, the Bow Bros, like they all came from there. Art Gould, they all came from that place. And I also feel like the Incline Club is the most popular on the East Coast. Like that's the East Coast hub.
Yeah, it is. And but here's my reasoning behind the Incline Club is the Incline Club birthed people like Josh Kish. Does anyone watching this video under the age of 15 know who Josh Kish is
The first
now?
one to flail.
Yeah, and he won SD4. Look it up. Look it up. Josh Kish won SD4.
That flail video.
Dude, he did it. He did it like on a dumpster. I don't even remember what it was. I watched it on Scooter Resource.
He had like a 10-foot gap at.
Dude, it was so
it was like
dumb.
a 6-foot quarter into a 10-foot quarter with like a 5-foot step back.
Yes. Okay, I remember now. Yep.
That
That was dummy. That was dummy. And then,
And no fast plan.
but then you also have the Incline Club birthing people. Kiara Mead. You have the Incline, the Bow Brothers.
What about Justin Phillips is from there?
Yes. And dude, now I'm
Marco.
drawing John Marco, and then no, but here's that too. Then you have SD4 winner Josh Kish, who kids don't know who he is, and then you have John Marco, the Beast of the East, who is destroying everything in his path right now, and he's 15.
From the East.
Dude, John Marco's a madman, dude. John, like, that dude is 15 and he moves like a man. Shout out to John. That fool's tight.
John's crazy.
John is insane. And he just won Havasu too, and he put down that competition. I think he was the only one at that whole park that I didn't see push during the pro run.
Dude, that's something about comp runs that annoys me. Is I feel like everyone gets out of their comp run, chills
Sets
for a
it
sec,
up, gets it,
wipes
wipes
down
their hand. No, stop that. Stop that. Quit playing with your knee pads. Quit worrying about all that stuff. Man, you drive me crazy, man. Y'all drive me crazy, dude.
All right, what would you do in a contest then?
Not a thing, because I'm not a contest right
Hey, next comp.
Next comp, you're in it.
You're in it.
Oh.
Yo! For everyone that's watching this.
I'm 23 years old,
Here he is.
and I will enter
And you are
a
still a
competition.
child, so
I
you can
am.
do it.
All right, whatever, dude.
You say you're
Whatever.
23 and you're gonna enter competition like the bad thing.
No, I was about to say a beginner competition.
Yeah, think about
That's
people
fine.
entering the presidency all the time. None of them are 23.
Yeah, that's true. But that doesn't mean anything. I thought we were gonna go like you don't have to be credited to be president anymore.
All right, you
but-
ready? We're about to watch
Josh?
the Josh
Dude,
Kish.
I'm
Let me
telling
just
you,
double
bro.
check that you guys are being
Legend.
seeing this.
Incline Club.
I thought it was at Burnside.
What? No, it's on the 18-foot roller. Not
it?
roller, the vert ramp. Yeah.
They don't have a ramp at Incline Club.
Bro, maybe I'm wrong then, but I swear to God.
The drop in, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you're
That was
thinking
at
of Rye
Burnside.
Airfield.
No, that's Burnside. The one where he goes off that little kicker at the top and then drops in that fat wall and like destroys himself.
We'll go straight to his face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's in.
Could have swore that was Incline Club.
Getting wrecked, son.
All right.
All right, back to ISA.
Back to ISA.
So the thing, okay, I have a love and hate for ISA. You know, I love the fact that everyone and anyone can go and sign up for the event, right? So let's say a kid from Maine wants to come out and compete, he can, you know, but he has to qualify to prove that he's at the level, and then has to qualify again for U.S. finals, and then if he makes that, gets to go to Worlds. But the thing I don't like about it is that there's like a title, like a world's best title, but in reality, you're not the world's best. You're the best that day. you know?
Okay,
and
okay,
also
but then
Hold
you,
up,
if
hold
you're
up,
gonna
hold
relate
up,
harder
Ernie.
into that, no, let me stop you right
Okay,
there. Let me
okay.
stop you right there, because if you want to go harder into that, bro, how many times it's like the Patriots when they were 18-0 and they were about to go 19-0, everyone said they were the best team in the world that year. But when it came time into clutch time and it came when it mattered, Eli Manning and the Giants won, and they were the best team that year. It didn't matter that they went 18-0 the whole way before that. Any of that, it matters that you show up when showtime is there. Okay. That's what matters, and that's what makes a champion. And I'm not gonna hate. I'm not gonna hate because I've seen people snubbed. Everyone says it's subjective. But if you are gonna say that if you want the title as the best in the world, then you better be ready when you know July whatever is coming in Barcelona and you've been practicing all year long. That's why John Marco got it, because he's out there doing drills of minute runs in his backyard all day long, and he's training like that. So champions, dude, they show up. Maybe that's my opinion.
I think in order to be titled the world's best, you need to have a park, street, and some other sort of content. Maybe just park and street, because you can't go off of one contest on one course that, let's say, someone's better at doing. Well, it's also action sport. You like football's different, because football's like you do play all these games to go to the Super Bowl to see who's the best team. But in the scooter world and action sport world, you can't go. I feel like you can't go off of one course, because someone that's better at doing bigger stuff. Like, there's another guy that's not nearly as good, not nearly as good at riding big stuff, but he can ride smaller stuff, but he's better than the person who can ride the bigger stuff.
But it's all but it's also all subjective at the end of the day. And do you think, if you're using that type of logic, do you think there's ever really a way to calculate who is the best ever?
I feel like the only possible way is if you had, like, 3 different events, right? You had 3 contests, like Pro Series. I think Pro Series is a good way to truly find who's best, because it's 3 contests, and if you can basically win every single contest, you're the best. But if you get, like, okay, for example,
that's what Scootfest is.
But you also said
yes,
it doesn't mean you're best in the world. It means you were the best in the world that day. So do competitions really show who the best is? Because then you go deeper into that too. And is it who can show up the best at the competition, or who can make that timeless video part? You know what I mean? Because who, at the end of the day, in 10 years, do you think someone's going to go, yeah, but you remember? And no hate. Once again, no hate.
There's no hate on this podcast, okay, everyone?
But do you think that in 10 years, someone's going to go, yeah, but you remember John Marco's 2016 ISA Lake Havasu run? Or are they going to go, do you remember Clayton Lindley's Web Edit 2? You know what I mean? It goes a little bit deeper. So I think if you want to make your lasting impact and you want to be the greatest ever, you got to back it up with something. And you can either go a timeless video part, or you can go 35 trophies on my shelf that I won. So I think there's different ways to go about it, No,
I feel that.
But
no, I'm so mad now.
I don't have any trophies, so I can't really say anything.
I think
I have one, actually. I got one trophy from scootering. Shout out Hank 5. I didn't win it. My team did.
I think that Worlds should just be a comp, just that one day, and then there should be another separate comp like Scootfest, because Scootfest was really sick because it was 3 competitions to determine like who was the all-around best, and they were the king of kings. But you also have the chance to win like each little competition. So if you just wanted to win the park comp, that was your main focus. You go and win the park comp, get a ring for the park comp, but then you could go in and try to just win the overall best, which is like just trying to place as high as you can in all 3 competitions, which Richard did.
Okay, so let me ask you guys then, who is the best scooter rider?
See, this is a question. It's okay.
I don't think there's such thing.
So you just ain't. But see, there you go. You go, right there.
So listen, this is a question that I ask a lot of, like pretty much every pro rider that I'm like chilling with. I always ask him, who do you think is the all-around best scooter rider? And that has to do with like every aspect of scootering. Who can do it the best? And I've got it down to like 5 guys who I think are like the top 5 that can do it best.
Drop it on us.
And I want you guys to hear it.
Wait, is this like someone that can ride everything?
That can do.
Let's hear it.
That can do everything.
Okay.
Like any obstacle, they can shut it down. Okay. I think top 5, not in order, just like they're all insane. First guy I'm gonna bring up is Rumet Salik.
Yes.
Rumet has the capability.
I'll put Rumet, and I'll agree with that. I'll agree that Rumet's in my top 5.
Dude, he has a comp run where he did a 1080 bar and he did like a whip back lip heel.
He just doesn't care about
He did
life.
the same. No,
He's
that,
just
that,
Russian.
that too.
So he's not Russian.
He's
Estonian.
He's
Estonian.
awesome. That's what he is.
But
He's
dude,
pure.
awesome.
He's purebred awesome.
He can rock up to a rail, destroy it. Like, when I see him at a street comp, I'm intimidated.
I'm scared of him in general.
When Clayton sees him at a park comp, he's intimidated. Like, that guy...
When I see him when I see him in the streets, I'm intimidated. Like, when I see him in the streets, I'm intimidated. Young boy is... Yeah. He's scared.
You mean like the streets or like the streets?
You know what I mean.
So Rumet is one of them. The next person I'm going to bring up is Chris Farris.
Ooh.
I also agree. Chris Farris is also in my top 5.
You know, he's killing it this year at ISA.
Dude, he's an animal.
And he's also, like, one of the most steezy riders out right now.
It's not to mention he's a stand-up dude. I love you, Chris.
Yeah, Chris is also a great quality person, which is awesome. The next person I'm going to bring up is
Dun, dun, dun.
Richard Zelinka.
Yep.
I think Richard Zelinka.
I'm not familiar enough with Richard Zelinka to put him in that category.
I need you to watch one video.
Is it the one he just dropped?
It's
Like
not
probably a month and a half
are we
ago?
watching Edit right now?
It's not an edit.
I was gonna say we should watch his district sig deck video.
No.
That's the one I watched.
He just has to watch this one video right here.
What video is it?
It's
The audience can't see it.
Hey, if you see this, come to Woodward this summer, Richard. I've been trying to find your contact, actually.
Slide in the DMs.
Dude, I don't have the little verified check. They don't reply to me like they do to you. Yeah, that's insane. I didn't know that was him. I didn't know that was him.
the cash roll over the gap.
Cash roll over the
Yeah.
gap. That was insanity.
Dude,
I didn't
the
know
cash
You
that.
guys didn't see the front flip 360 at the 040 contest? Oh my god.
That gap is not small.
No.
That gap is really not small.
You can tell it's not by how like he tucked on that, bro. He
Yeah.
held that thing. That was sick. That was really sick.
Richard, we got you on the plug. You got to go to his Instagram.
I got 2 more people though. The next one.
If you don't name a person I'm thinking though right now, I'm mad at you.
The next one, who I think is the top spot, the all-around best, the person I think that is just the all-around best.
There's 2 people that can. We've been 3 for 3 so far.
Ryan Williams.
Okay, 4 for 4. And there's one more Aussie you better mention or I'm getting mad.
Aussie or Aussie?
Whatever it is, I don't care.
So, you guys know who Ryan Williams is. I already got
Obviously,
it.
if you don't, you late, son.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then I want to say somebody because if this guy had flips, and this is the requirement for the list. You have to be good at everything.
He just got snubbed. He just snubbed my boy.
If he had good flips, he would no question be on this list. But I'm still putting him on the list because his other riding makes up for the lack of flips. Jessie Carter.
Okay.
I think Dylan Morrison.
Yeah, Dylan Morrison.
Dylan Morrison.
You had me. Okay. Jessie Carter is my favorite person to watch in scootering ever. I'll say that right now.
And I think he's also a lot of other people's favorites because one, he was on ESPN, World Star.
Shout out, plug, dog. What? That dude is putting us on a whole different level. That grind was insane. You on Tony Hawk mode, son.
Yep.
Like when I see that, you know what I thought of? I thought of an American Wasteland, like when I put my perfect grind sheet on and you just sit around and go in that circle the whole time around like the mall thing. That's what I thought of. But shout out to Jessie.
Yeah, no. But the other one that I was gonna say was Dylan.
I watched Dylan backflip like a 5 block at Woodward, and it's just dumb. Dylan is dumb. I watched him backflip
so
flat
high.
on the resi. Well, it's just like Dylan not only like he J-hops to where his shoulders are. After he does that, he then tucks his knees up to where his shoulders are when he's in the air. And it's like, bro, how do you move your body like that? Like Dylan is so good at scootering. I love watching Dylan ride because Dylan is the explosive style meets but he's the explosive style of someone who rides tend to be younger.
Yeah.
With the trick caliber and steez of someone who's been in the sport for 15 years. And it's just I might be fangirling a little bit, but like, dude, I love watching Dylan ride. Love watching Nolan Shoemaker ride. Shout out to Nolan for winning the golden ticket, 3rd place at ISA at Havasu. It's my boy.
Dude, you know who's another one that I just thought of right now?
Who?
That is also a serious contender in all of this?
Who?
Max Peters.
Max Peters. You know who else I would throw up there too? Tristan Anderman.
I don't think Tristan Anderman is at anywhere near the rail, ledge, and like street capability as the other people. Like Tristan is an insanely good flowy comp rider.
And that's why I'd put him in that. No one else has that.
But also,
I don't watch anyone flow a park like Tristan does.
But also, like I don't see Tristan messing around with any sort of manuals.
Psych? Yeah, he does.
Does he?
All the time.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying
Tristan, we love you.
This is like the top 5 all around.
I'll be biased too because I've known Tristan since he was 10.
No, exactly. So. Okay. No, Tristan's a phenomenal.
And he's my team rider.
You guys know that Clayton Lindley guy? Oh, so good.
Dude, that Tornado dude. Okay, I don't know about him, bro. I don't know about him. He's a goof. I heard that he's a ginger. I don't know what that's all about, but I haven't met him yet. I just hope we don't really meet in real life.
All right, who do you think is the most naturally gifted scooter rider?
Oh, what? Come on, you can't do that.
No.
And naturally gifted? What do you mean?
What I mean by that is just the most organic style. Just like they could put like work into it all day, but the ones that just make scootering look like it's the easiest thing in the world.
Juzzy.
You think Juzzy? I think Reese DeMoza.
That true? That too? I said that true.
I think Reese DeMoza.
I'm really thinking about this.
Like they could be riding forever and they could have perfected their thing, but I just mean the one that just makes it just look so easy. I think Reese.
I'd say Chris.
Farris?
Chris, like when I watch Chris, the reason I say that with Chris is because as high as he goes, he matches it with landing it as clean. Like that's what it is with Chris. Is like he manhandles his scooter.
And also keeping his speed too.
Yeah, that's it. Like other people don't look as comfortable as him. Like the tricks might come as easy, but I don't think they look as comfortable as he does. And Chris is also on that like let me hop scooter fakie, ride fakie, spin my bars this way, hop over here thing. You know what I mean? Like and then hop back into a bank. So John Reyes makes that flatland stuff look pretty easy too.
All right, who's the best flatland rider?
Oh, dude, I don't know, man. I have no idea.
Henrik Palm.
Ooh.
Oh, wow, you're snubbing.
No, seriously, though. Who would be technically better at flat? Would it be John or Henrik Palm?
Non-comparable.
It's not comparable.
Yeah, because they both do completely different stuff.
It's a different style of flatland, but if we're going to go into what flatland is and you're going to relate it back to flatland BMX, it's John every time. You can't snub that style, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's like the real OG flatland stuff that Catfish and them fools were doing on their bikes, bro. Like, and I don't care, that stuff's still cool to me too, bro. That's kind of like a dead art now.
It's so hard because no one does it.
It's kind of a dead art just like Vert is, but
yeah, kind of, yeah.
Well, I just took shots at the Vert scene there.
Well, but seriously, like especially in I feel like in the BMX world, it is kind of like when do you ever see any bike rider other than Coco at Woodward West?
Jamie Bestwick
and Jamie, I feel like you.
No, Vert is a dying art. Vert, I don't believe the term Vert is dead because I think the people who do ride Vert are still keeping it very much alive, but I think Vert is dying.
I feel like back in the day, Vert was a competition where you'd earn a lot of money. Like it was a competition that like.
Did you know that?
Well, I'm just saying at X Games, it was like X Games Street, Park, or not even. There wasn't even like street or park. It was just like Skatepark, Vert Ramp, and Mega Ramp. Like those were the categories for skateboarding.
Facts.
Yeah.
And that was a category you could really specialize in. And I feel like a lot of people really specialized in a Vert Ramp because they were very consistent, skate park to skate park. You couldn't really practice a Mega Ramp unless you were Bob Burnquist. And you couldn't really I guess you practice your local, but it wouldn't be the exact same ramp as a Vert Ramp would be. So I feel like back when those competitions were really, really popping, people got really good at Vert because that was a money-making opportunity.
Yeah. And I think that it also got pushed, there's not much else
I
you
also
do,
think
really.
it was just sick, yo.
Yeah.
The 90s, that stuff's still cool to me, bro. I'll still watch that stuff.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I just feel like the tricks.
It also, that too. How many times can you do a competition just doing that stuff and people don't get tired of it? Do you think it might have got overplayed? I also don't know. You know, I'm also just this is all speculation. So.
I'm just talking.
No, I feel you, brother. I feel you.
I'm just talking. All right, ISA.
we keep. This is fine though. We got plenty of time, bro.
Plenty. But the ISA, man, the ISA was a blast out there. I think
Who do you think is gonna win Worlds?
Who do I think is gonna win Worlds? it's tough, dude. It's like Clayton said.
I think it depends on the course.
It's any given Sunday. Just like the term, you know what I'm saying? But dude, there's sleeper picks every year. Leo Spencer. There's John Marco. There's Jamie Hull. There's
honestly,
Chris
I really
Farris.
think someone is going to come out, kind of like Jordan. Because no offense to Jordan, love you, bro, but I honestly don't think Jordan's going to win this year. That's just me though. I think it's going to be someone that no one's expecting, like exactly how Dante was. Like
I think this is what it's going to be. It's going to be like Jordan's going to put down. No offense, Jordan. He's gonna put down his like normal run, his typical run, drop in.
His typical amazing run.
Drop in, fast spin, double front flip, go around, double flare somewhere, go around, 540 flare, some
front
combo,
flare whip.
front flare whip. He's gonna go to his routine, and then I think that he has a good chance of winning. Only if the person who's going after him like doesn't stick their run, and that's kind of what happened. I feel like this year. I feel like Dylan was like right there with Dylan. I mean, I feel like Dylan this year was like right there with Jordan, but I feel like somebody has to go out and like initiate an insane run to go and beat Jordan, or else Jordan's just gonna win it because Jordan is so consistent at those tricks. So like somebody has to go out there and stick a flawless run, and if they do that, they will win. And what I mean by flawless run is like we're talking like a 2019 competition run, like that's full of modern tricks, and I feel like if they can do that, then they can go out and win it. But I feel like unless they do something like that, it's going to be the same winner. It's going to be Jordan again.
Yeah.
I just think someone's going to come out of nowhere. That's like the gut feeling.
I want to see Chris Farris win it. I know how bad he wants to win. I also want to see Dylan win it because I know how bad he wants to win it. I want to see Rumet win it because I know how bad he wants it. If any of those three guys win it, I'll be so hyped.
I'd be very hyped for any of them. I think Rumet could take it. But here's the thing, you boil it down, man, like we were saying. Any one of them can take it, man.
Yeah, and it just
They're
depends on the day.
competitors, dude. They are hungry. They are animalistic. I don't see any...
Animalistic.
They are, bro. Those fools are savages out there, dude. Like, I don't get it, because, I be putting myself on the line sometimes, but that's like a rock to fakie on, like, a 7-foot quarter. And these fools are blasting things that I'm like... It's like... When I was growing up and I was 13, bro, and we were on the pro models, we would joke around, like, spinning in the motion of a double bride. Like, that's ever going to be done. And people are trying to throw triples. And
people have done triples.
I know. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it just keeps getting crazier and crazier and crazier and crazier. And these kids keep getting younger and younger and younger.
Higher, too.
Yeah, like, I saw this kid, Nicholas Nelson, last year at Woodward. And I think he's anywhere from 9 to 11. I can't remember his exact age right off the top of my head. But this kid was 4 foot nothing and just insanity on a scooter, dude. He was buttercupping like 9-foot drops into 9-foot quarters. He was ice pick bar whipping in. Like, we put him. You guys have been in the playground at. So you know the big section when you first get in, that's like that really sketchy bank sort of quarter, and there's that rail ride on top of it. He rode in
Wait,
from
where is this? At East?
At East, at the playground.
Which
The playground is the mini ramp. Behind Lot 8 is that back one that we do stretches at in the morning. It's just the mini ramp.
The rail foam.
With the rail resi.
Oh, I was picturing
the
like
rail
an outdoor
foam,
park.
the rail
I was like,
foam.
bro, I don't know.
Okay, so you walk into that, and there's that half pipe, and there's that big sketchy bank sort of quarter on the right side that has the van sticker on it. Has
That's
the rail
steep
ride.
bank.
Has the rail ride on top of it.
Right.
He rode off the rail ride and 360 bri whipped into it, and like. I lost it, dude. Like, I just don't get it. That's not fathomable to me. I don't know if they just don't have a fear contract in their head yet and understand like what getting hurt is or anything like that. But it's just like, it just seems like they just keep getting younger and younger and younger. You got OG Blake tearing up the scene. I don't know what that kid's real name is. I think it's Blake something. Cody Flom's teaching him though. And then you have these older riders giving back to the younger kids, and it's just pulling trick bag out of trick bag out of trick bag. You got Brig Beck, dog. Like, Brig Beck is insane. How old is he? 9, 10 now, maybe?
Not more than 10, I don't think.
Not older than 10. I'm sure, like, you know, so it's just, it's insane to me watching the level of scootering just keep going and going and going and going. And I haven't watched it plateau. That's what is crazy to me, is that I've watched a constant growth just keep going, and it hasn't plateaued.
The level
People
of
are doing
tricks these days
crazier
are
and crazier.
insane.
Dylan Morrison's doing 900 flares. You know what I mean? Like, what?
And the craziest thing to me is to think about is like what kids getting into scootering now. It's like, I don't know, when we got into scootering, in order to be a good scooter rider, you go to the skate park, you could tail whip, bar spin, 360, and you were a good scooter rider. Then you'd see that super good kid at the skate park who was able to like bri, who was able to like inward out of a bank. You know what I mean?
Bris were the most insane trick to me growing up.
Oh yeah, and then you would see that one kid that only your friends had seen once at the skate park before they could backflip. Yep. And that's what it was. It was the rumor that somebody at the local skate park had thrown a backflip. But now you look at kids when they're getting to scootering, and it's like, oh, you can only triple whip, oh, you can only kickless, you can only bri air. Wow, I'm trying to learn flare doubles.
I like the glasses change up, Clay.
Yeah, I like to mix it up.
So I don't know. I feel like the expectation for how good kids need to be is growing so high that kids are just like pushing themselves to that mental level because that's what they think is normal.
Please remember to have fun, children.
Have fun out there.
Yeah, nowadays it's not even like about having fun.
No, it's about Instagram.
How hard can I send it?
And that's tight. If you're having fun doing that, then that's tight to me.
That's all I did growing up. I just was like, hey, I wonder if I can hit this gap. And then I'd die and knock myself out. So it was tight.
Yeah, I was fat, so I didn't do none of that.
Wait, actually, how much did you weigh before?
At the peak, I weighed 262 pounds. That was the heaviest I weighed in my life.
Let's find an old picture of her.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it like to? How much did you lose?
I now
right
now I weigh 155 pounds.
Wow. So that's like over 100 pounds.
Yeah, I lost over 100 pounds for sure.
Well, how does that feel?
You get treated different. Times I was working out excessively, not eating properly because I was really self-conscious. So if you are self-conscious, if you have an eating disorder, talk to someone about that, man. Get help with that. But no, so it was a rough time. That was a rough time in my life for sure. I was like freshly like 17, 18 and like was like, yo, I need to get a girlfriend, you know what I'm talking about? There were a couple girls, because I've always been cute, but I was fat. So there were a couple girls that were messing with me when I was chubby, but you know, I wasn't on.
Some girls like them chubby.
I wasn't on no sly nothing, you know what I mean? Like I didn't have game at all. I was like sending girls Usher lyrics through MySpace Messenger and jazz like that.
Throw back to MySpace.
So yeah, y'all don't know about MySpace, but
Dude, we had a long conversation about that last one with Max.
MySpace.
It was so funny.
MySpace was messed up. But
Dude, it really was.
so then it was like 17, 18 and I wanted to get out on my own and my sister started dating this bodybuilder and MMA fighter. So I started working out with him, doing my own routines and stuff like that. And scootering really helped kept it off too. Like I stayed active through scootering because I stopped scootering for a while, bro. Like I've been on a scooter since I was 8 or 9, but probably like 14 to 17, I was like, oh, I'm too cool for that. Like, no, I'm way too cool for that. So I didn't scooter for a while, and I really owe scootering, getting back into it, to Grape, my boy Sean, my boy Brett, and Big White. Big White bought me an Envy King of Spades?
Yeah, KOS.
KOS. Yes. I was 18 years old, rocking an Envy KOS, bro, learning to tail whip flat again. So, then I lost that weight, started scootering, didn't really scooter that much, had a really terrible girlfriend, like awful. Shout out to you now, we cool now, Rianne, but you were awful. Oh, she gonna see this and yell at me on Instagram DM, I guarantee it. But so I broke up with her, and I called Big White on some sus boy, like, my life suck, bro. Like, what do I do, bro? And he's like, come to Woodward, bro. Like, come work at Woodward. I'll get you a job at Woodward. So I flew out to California after I broke up with that girl. I quit my job. I was a chef. So
Woodward was your break. Your like help with your breakup.
No, for real, dog. And so that this is so crazy. This is about to go full circle now that I just realized all this. But so we hopped out to Woodward. I was only supposed to be gone for 3 weeks. I took a 3-week leave of absence from my work, and I was an unpaid employee. Wasn't getting paid nothing. Was just there volunteering my time. And like the second day, they fired their housing director. And Big White was the rec director there. So BFG was a scooter director, and he's like, bro, shoot your shot. Like, go talk to Jake Kenny. Like, I'll introduce you to him. Let's see if we could get you in there. And I walk in there, and I was like, yo, Jake, like, my name's Ernie. I'm a OSI here. I'm trying to apply for the housing director position. And, like, immediately he was like, oh, like, we kind of save those spots for a little bit more experienced employees. It was, like, my 3rd day at Woodward. And BFG goes, this is Big White's little brother. And he's like, oh, that's Big White's little brother? Okay, let me talk to Pam. And just, like, walks over. And so shout out Big White, dude. Like, Big White really, really birthed me and plugged me into Woodward. So I'm at Woodward, and I've been hearing about this dude. For a while. His name was White Trash Willie. I've been hearing about him for a minute from Big White. And I'm in the office one day because I was the housing director. So I like gave everybody their housing assignments. I helped everybody get in their rooms and everything like that. And one day someone's like, there's someone over at the front office for you. And I was like, walk over there. And White Trash Willie, a very younger White Trash Willie. I
was Bunkhouse Willie.
Scooter Kid Willie.
Bunkhouse Willie. Less than 10K on Instagram Willie walked into my office.
Yeah, I had 9.5.
He had 9.5. But so that's how I met Will, was Woodward. And
wasn't it over the Raccoon Incident?
No, we were friends. We were friends when the Raccoon. No, we weren't. Oh my God. Okay. So then after
at some point we need to talk about the Raccoon Incident.
Okay.
Like, Will, you need to tell that story.
I'm gonna tell it from my perspective first and foremost.
Yes.
So I'm in the office. This is after I met Will. So this is 12 hours later, dog. This is literally 12 hours later. So I'm in the front office doing my Hill duty paperwork, like making sure all the cabins are there, counting the birthdays, Boom, 4 little cheer girls running the office, bawling, dude, like hysterically, like they're like, that little kid, like they can't even breathe because they're crying so hard. Dude, you would have thought someone's mom got shot in front of them. Like, I'm like trying to console these girls. I'm like, what's wrong? Like, calling other directors, like, someone get up here and help me, dog, now. And so
this is getting out of hand.
Yeah, so Jacqueline, dude, she is a godsend. The cheer director of Woodward West, Jack. Jack pulls up and is talking to these girls with me, and they calm down, and they're like, White Trash Willie killed raccoons! And I'm like, what? And these girls tell us this elaborate story about how White Trash is at the back of Poco Loco smashing raccoons with his scooter. And I'm like, nah, dog. And so me and Richie, I don't know if any of you know who Richie is, but Richie hops up with me, and we're booking it, dog. Richie is a scary, scary little man, dog.
Who is Richie?
Richie is the marketing director of Woodward. His wife, Pam Velasquez, is now the GM of Woodward East. So they're like, he's from New York. Like, you don't play with Richie, dog. Like, Richie's probably like 5 foot, and I will not square up to dog. He would take me out. So we're running over there, and we look over, and like, here's Will just standing up at Poco Loco. And I'm like actively searching for dead raccoons. And Richie's like, Will! And he knew you before this, didn't he?
Yeah, because
you had been doing photo stuff for Woodward before this. So Will comes down, and we're like, yo, dude, there are girls crying in the office telling us you smashed raccoons with your scooter. What is going on? And Will is like, nah, like, there are a bunch of raccoons over here, and I was right here, and like tossed my scooter to the side to scare them because the girls were like messing with the raccoons. And God, dude, it was just so much for nothing. I wanted to fight him. Like, I wanted to hurt dude. He made these little girls cry. He didn't do anything wrong. And I had this like personal vendetta out against Will for a minute, bro. Like, I did not like Will at all. And actually, no, we met before that even, because we didn't like each other from.
Yeah, no, we didn't like
each other from KTR when you traveled with the Grit team.
No, when you traveled, or I guess I came.
You were with the Grit team, but I came up, and that's when Jake Hershey was TMing all of that, and he was like, yeah, bro, you got the Grit shirt, just get in. And I was like, yeah, I'm with the Grit team, and they wristbanded me up, and you had to pay to get in. And he was so mad that I got in for free. He's like, who is this chubby little nobody getting in for free? And I had to pay. And then all these kids, too, were like storming me for my autograph. I was like, what's my name, dude? Like, what's my name? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, yeah, exactly, dude. Like, it was Will was not happy with me. And I think we became friends over Denny's. I think we had to, like, either get a ride. I don't know what it was. But we got forced to be in the same car together at some point. And I think we were both making fun of the same person. And that's how we became friends.
When you guys got in the car, was there, like, a weird, like, stigma?
Oh, for sure, dude.
Yeah,
hey,
dude.
So one time too, bro, the Frenchies were coming from where they were at Woodward, dog, and I think it was August and somebody else, bro, and I didn't know who they were. I had no idea who these guys were.
It was Maxime Legrand.
Yes, and they pulled up on me in the van while I'm walking up to Hilltop. If you guys ever been to Woodward West, from camp to Hilltop's about a mile away, so you gotta walk.
Yeah, it's a far walk.
So it's a far walk. So I'm walking up, and they pull up next to me, and they don't speak a lick of English, and they just like motion for me, and I'm like, and I'm. By the way, I've never seen dudes in my life, never met them, but because this is when I was just getting first back into scootering, but I had a Dissident shirt on. I had a Dissident. So they were like, yo, dude, like, yeah. So they like motion over. So I'm wearing dudes on my shirt, but I have no idea who they are. And they're like ushering me to get in the van, and I get in the van with them, and they're just playing this insane French rap music, and I can't understand a word they're saying. And I thought we were going to Hilltop, bro. I thought we were going to Hilltop, and they drove into town to go get food. I thought they were gonna kill me, bro. Like, I had no idea who they were. They don't speak English, dog. And so then Max, what's his name, bro?
Maxime?
I think it was Maxime. Forgive me if it wasn't. He was on one of the Dissident shirts, and I think they could tell, like, I was very uneasy. Yeah. And he goes like this, and he's like, and points at my shirt and like shows me that I'm wearing him on my shirt. And I was like, oh, okay, these are scooter homies, like, for sure, dog. And everything was cool after that. But they don't speak a lick of English, dog. And so it's just like, with them, it's the craziest sessions too, because they were there, I think, like 2 or 3 weeks, and we didn't speak a word to each other. We just shredded together, dog. Like, they would just be in the art park tearing it up. And then we get to the mega ramp. That's the day you jumped the mega ramp. That's the day Elliot Arnold jumped the mega ramp.
He only jumped it because I did it.
Yeah, I know. He said, you looked at him and you said, Elliot, if I do this, you do it. And Elliot goes, hell yeah! And you ran up to the top, and he's like, Will's not going to do this. Dude, Elliot was laughing at you, bro. And you drop in and do it, and Elliot goes, someone give me a helmet. Only time I've ever seen Elliot put a helmet on in my entire life. His, like, literal face. We're on the top. Someone give me a helmet. Like, no way at all, dude. I think he was running up to the top before you even got up from the landing. He was like, nuh-uh, bro. I'm not letting white trash get this one on me. And then Charles sent it that day.
Owen Carter was there, too.
Owen Carter was there.
Too, yeah.
Holy God, dude. Matt Grippy was there.
There was a whole gang of people.
There was a gang of people there, dude. That was a very intense session on the Mega. Were you guys there for Raymond's?
Yeah.
That was the most intense day on the Mega. Where he backflipped it. I was there for Jared's. Like, rest in peace, the Mega Ramp. They're actually taking it down as we speak right now.
Yeah, I know.
So,
wait, what?
Yeah, the Mega Ramp's being torn down.
Like, right now?
Like,
right
as
now.
we speak, right now.
Damn, they didn't even let anyone know?
Yeah, they did. BFG sent notices out to everybody.
I didn't get one.
And he told you guys the last time that he was here and we were hanging out, the last time that I was with you and BFG, he was like, come get your sessions in at the Mega because it's going down before summer.
He told me that, like, oh yeah, there's not a for sure date yet. That's what he told me last time.
Well, BFG probably burned you.
Ugh.
Wouldn't be the first time BFG's burned.
No.
Hey, BFG, if you're watching this too, respond to that girl that's in your Instagram DMs that you work with. She just wants to hang out.
Dude, dang it. Well, I guess I gotta do my trick in the streets.
Hey, you should just.
I gotta do my trick in the streets.
You just gotta do your next trick just on like the plywood on the mega ramp until you one up it.
Psych? You want him to die?
The plywood? What do you mean?
Like
They're
so the
taking
skate
the
light is
masonite.
gone.
Yeah,
so
they're
the skate
taking
light's
the
gone. So it's
skate
just the
light
other
off it.
plywood.
Oh,
That's scary.
That sounds fun.
No, it doesn't.
That sounds like pure death and a lot of tetanus.
Sounds horrible.
Sounds fun to me.
All right. So
Side note, Woodward West, though, is actually going to be the location for the North American Finals this year for ISA.
it's gonna be the ISA qualifiers.
Yes.
And right now they actually announced that the finals is gonna be at World Roller Games.
Yes, they did.
And
Okay.
That
the stadium is insane.
Yeah, the state. It's gonna be.
Can you pull the picture of the stadium? It's on the World Roller Games No, it's on the ISA Scoot Instagram.
I bet it's on the website. If not, I'll go. My computer's lagging because I got so much going on. Got things
But
plugged in
dude, the
left and
stadium
right.
looks so unreal for it. It's gonna be an indoor venue this year, which is gonna be great because I feel like the venues in the past are
just hot.
It's just so hot. Like it's just so hot at those events that it. Do they have it on there?
I don't know. I'm gonna pull this up. I don't know why this.
Esco kills
Should
it.
have said.
Tim is
Tim
a
kills it.
great dude. I love Tim. He has always greeted Hank 5 and all of us with nothing but open arms at Esco. Outstanding dude, throws outstanding events, does it all for us.
And you know what he does as well that's really sick is he films just random kids at the skate park and like puts it onto the Escondido page.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I know because I tried to get Woodward off and they always tell me no.
You should come this
That
year.
park looks
I'm
so
gonna
sick.
try, baby.
Dude, it's a party.
Yeah, you gotta go to Barcelona.
Havasu is a party.
Is World Roller Games gonna be in Barcelona?
I wish I could tell you. That's a great question.
I have the internet.
Oh, you have the internet. Hey, Worlds is also representing a girls division this year.
That's crazy.
I
sick.
personally, so here I will pull it up. I don't know all about it just yet, but I was talking to Mia the other day.
Whoa, wait, it might be in China.
What?
Because in 2017 it was in China.
Okay, so this is all I got from Mia, but she said we were talking about Woodward, her coming for Girls Week, and she said, also, did you hear about Worlds? And I said, yeah, I saw the post, but I wasn't sure what it actually entailed. What does that all mean? And she said, it means there's going to be a Girls Worlds, and I'm invited. So shout out to Mia for getting invited to Worlds. That's super awesome. I don't know who else has been invited to this girls competition. I don't know too much about it just yet, but I'm super eager to see that because I think there are some awesome ladies in the scene.
Some shredders.
And also, I feel like having a women's division, like, you know how women's division in snowboarding, skate is always like, I don't know, I feel like it just makes the sport more, I can't think of the word, but more organic. It just makes it like to where everyone's involved. It's not just, because, like, I mean, it's cool just to have the guys, but it's also good to have everyone, you know? We can all hang out as a community and really grow.
Well, they need to be represented too, absolutely.
No, 100%.
Absolutely. So
I feel like the female scooter riders aren't really pushed as much. Like me and Will, we have a
I do
Undialed
know, you do have that group
Undialed girl chat on Instagram, and a bunch of girls like share their post and all that stuff. So we kind of help girls interact, and then we post like the best clips we see. So we're trying to help you ladies out.
And any of you young ladies out there too that want to come shred up at Woodward, we're having Girls Week, week 10. That's gonna be August 4th through August 10th. And
well,
so
worry,
far,
you're invited to girls.
So far, our guest pros for that week are going to be Eva Campbell, Olivia Monks, Mia Catalano. I don't know how to say your last name, Mia. I apologize. I think it's Catalano. And we're trying to work on Marina.
Who is Mia?
Mia rides for the Vault, rides for Fusion, dog.
Oh yeah, okay,
dummy.
Okay, yeah. No, for some reason I was thinking of like someone from Spain.
You're thinking of Marina.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and she actually has been invited
Mia,
too.
I'm thinking of Mia Sofia and freaking Marina Lopez combined.
Marina Lopez is a shredder, dog.
Dude, I know.
That girl shreds.
Hey, and World Roller Games is gonna be in Barcelona.
Clayton, did you have a pretty fun few days riding with her?
Yeah, it was fun.
Hell yeah.
It was a good old time.
She is a shredder.
Yeah, dude, she can like flare whip and stuff. It's crazy. Actually, there's a lot of really good female riders.
There really are. No,
like
dude, all those girls are way better than I am.
I swear, there's like this group of girls that ride at Rampworks, and they're so good.
Yeah, they're insane.
Like they're killing it. Like they're doing box tricks.
The UK girl park scene is insane. They're popping off.
What's the girl? Amy. Is it Amy that rides for Mad Gear?
I forget.
Amy, I'm sorry.
There's Lucy Scooter, and she shreds.
Yeah, she's.
Oh yes.
Lucy's good. Dude,
it's all about Jess Bullen, though. We need you back.
Yeah, I miss you, Jessica.
Ride again, Jess.
You killed it. Hey, a lot of people.
And Tamsin too.
You know, I bet a lot of kids don't know that Apex bull bars are Jessica's design. Probably a lot of kids out there don't know that.
Did you know? The most like the traditional Apex bar is the first female.
First female signature part.
Yeah, there we go. And then she got wheels too, right?
Okay, I thought the Eagle wheels came up first.
Nope.
Before the bars. Was the bars first?
It was the bars first.
So she had wheels and bars?
She had wheels and bars. I'm going to pause for 2 minutes. I need to go grab a water. Be right back. I'm parched.
All right. Well, for now, we're going to play a little ad. See you in a sec. I don't know if this keeps... Oh, yeah. So some people don't see it. Cool. Well, how's your day going?
My day's going pretty fantastic.
Will's going to have surgery.
Yes, I'm getting surgery. Sucks. Should I wait till the ad is over?
No, it's fine.
All right. Well, basically, I'm getting surgery on my clavicle. If you guys saw, I snapped it a few days ago.
Let's play the video.
So I need to get surgery on it so that way it won't heal incorrectly. And right now it is actually healing very incorrectly. So I need to go get my skin opened up and get it rebroken and putting back together. And then I'll be all good. So I'll be back riding, hopefully.
Will this be your first surgery or be your second?
This will be like my third surgery.
What else have you had surgery on?
Got my wisdom teeth out.
Oh, okay.
And don't say that's not a surgery.
Yeah,
because you go under, you have to recover from that. That sucks. And then the other surgery I had is when I broke my...
And I was like, dude, what happened? They rode down a grass hill. And I was like,
okay.
Yeah, which one happened first?
All right, so this is
a turn of events.
This is the timeline, right?
Who saw the other one die?
Okay,
that's a good idea.
So I tried the fakie clip that's on my Instagram. I tried it for probably 30 or 40 minutes.
That is way too long to try faking down a hill.
I'm trying fakies nonstop, eating crap. It's on my Instagram, Clayton Lindley. And dude, for some reason, why does the stream keeps going in and out? I don't know why. I'm sorry, everyone. Yeah, so I'm trying this fakie. I keep falling, and then on one of them, so there was a sprinkler head that I didn't want to hit, right? So out of all the places I could have gone, back wheel hits it. I go straight back, And afterwards, I realized there was like a bunch of rocks down there, so I could have hit my head on the rock, and I don't know what would have happened, bro. That would have been like really, really bad. But anyways, it didn't happen. So I smack my dome. I'm dazed. I'm feeling weird. I'm like laying there. I walk up to the top, and Will, I don't know why, you see me die, and you're like, this is a great idea. Let's hang 5 down there.
Send it.
He does like a little bit of it, and he's like, I got this. And
I've also watched Will hang 5 down the landing of the mega ramp, though. So.
Yeah, but this isn't grass.
Dude, I think about all those other hang 5s where I messed up. I would have probably gotten way more destroyed.
Yeah.
It's all good. I'm not scared of it.
I honestly didn't think you were hurt.
Dude, I wouldn't have been hurt. But I think, if it was still hill, where
did you land at the bottom?
I landed on the flat. That's why I got so messed up. If it was still hill going down, I would have definitely just kept rolling and been fine. But it was like, yeah, dude. Just the fact that I fell right at the point where it went flat, and I just tackled the flat. That's why I got so hurt.
But yeah,
oh man,
so
y'all some dummies.
I kind of introduced Will to the hill of death, I like to call it.
I hate you.
You hate me?
You're
now
so
that's just
dumb.
rude.
I am. I'm a rude person. It's alright though.
You are, but we've been having a good talk. Good
I
little
gotta
chit
say,
chat.
this Arizona tap water, dog.
Is it good?
Nothing can beat it, bro. I know. I had to get it. My lips were sticking together, bro.
Can sticky?
I was talking too much.
Sticky icky.
No one wants to kiss the sticky lips, bro.
Dude, so what's going down this next few months? We got feast.
We have next week is All in All, Ontario, ISA.
All in all. Oh yeah.
All in whatever.
All in Skatepark.
All in. My bad. I misquoted that. Then we have Woodward, Pennsylvania, the homeland.
Yeah, I'm trying to go to that
ISA. I am too. I don't know if I'm going to be there. I've told everybody that I am, so I need to live up to my expectations
Start
now.
walking.
You know what I'm saying? Get there by then. Then we have, what is it? Escondido? Yes, Escondido ISA.
We'll be there, or at least I'll be there.
Then
Depends on how my collarbone's feeling.
We are gonna hop into the North American finals, and then for me, bro, I get to dip out and go live my fantasy out at Woodward for a little while. So I'll be at Pennsylvania. You guys will actually be. It's funny.
I'm gonna go out with you.
You're coming
basically.
pretty much. Yeah. Well, we're driving. You guys are flying. You guys get flown because you're celebrities. But you already know I got you. Shout out to Woodward P card on that one. But you guys will be out there week 1 and 2.
Yep.
You'll also be there with Kai Saunders and Nathan
Flamongo.
Dude, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Dude, we were in Australia.
They were stoked when I told them that they were gonna be there with you guys. They were both very hyped.
Dude, I love
They
Nathan.
were both very hyped.
Nathan's the dude.
I heard Kai's very cool.
Kai is also.
I'm very interested to meet Kai. Big White met Kai at Sovereign Street, so he knows him a little bit.
Dude.
I heard Kai is very cool. He's also young too. He just turned 8, or he's gonna be 19 soon.
Yeah.
But
the first time I met him was at Feast, and we were getting ready for the contest, and he was just standing so random. It was him, Juzzy, and Justin Phillips standing next to me, and I look over. I didn't even realize they were there. I look over. I'm like, oh, what's up, guys? It was the first time I met Kai, so I met him, and then it was crazy, dude. It's crazy, when you start traveling, because when I was younger, you always see all these guys together. I always thought that that's not how it was, but ever since I became a pro rider, I feel like you just run into the same people all the time. It's
Dude,
what's really
I've traveled
crazy.
the world with Dylan Morrison, and I've never gone on a trip with him.
Yeah, and that's. I mean, you run into some, and what's really crazy to me is how many people through scootering now that I've never actually met in my entire life, who I FaceTime on a consistent basis, who I talk to like I know. Me and Kai have been in constant contact for the past 9 months, and it's funny too because we only get the tail end of each other because he's out in Australia. So whenever we link up to talk, I'm either super tired at the end of my work day, sliding into bed, and he's just waking up, or it's vice versa. So it's just weird. Scootering really has put me on a global scale of meeting people, and Woodward helped a lot with that. But now it's just crazy how many people I know from all over the world, and it's that helped with music too. Music helped with that a lot. But when we were out at Escondido for the ESCO comp in August, or maybe it was September, whenever it was. Mm-hmm. But we went to a little convention afterwards, and I ran into my tour mate there, who I hadn't seen in 2.5 years. And I was like, that's not City Boy, dog. I was like, it's a City Boy Ghost. And he turns around. I haven't seen him since the last time I saw him was at the Philadelphia airport. And I didn't know him. I met him. This is what's really crazy, too, when you start to think about this. I met him in San Diego, and I only knew him for 2 weeks, and we saw San Diego, Oregon, New Jersey. We saw well over 32 states together, and that was in like a month's worth of time, and then I never saw him again until that moment. So it's weird how stuff like that happens, bro. Like when you start traveling, you get older, you get into things like this, people who you don't know become your good friends very, very quickly.
Yeah, like
very
so
quickly.
fast. Like
because you get rushed. It gets rushed into such a real situation.
Yeah.
It's no like, oh, good to meet you. I'll see you tomorrow. It's like, no, we're locked in a room together for 2 weeks, and I'm on a bus with you every day too. So either we learn to we go with each other, or we just don't like each other at all and don't mess with each other. And there's been a couple of those people too. Like, and I don't mean to bring the negative, but that happens too. So like,
of course.
that when you start traveling, and you're doing all these things, man, you got to be positive. You got to be ready to go at all times, because there's only one chance to make a first impression with somebody, especially when you're about to spend a month with them, dude. So,
oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know. And maybe sometimes you don't meet the real people, but I feel like everyone's just very real when you're out on tour.
Yeah.
You kind of have to be. You can't be fake while you're out there. That's why I like that stuff, man.
But also, you become like, I feel like you meet, like, I mean, it's exactly what you said. You meet so many people so fast.
And that's like how Woodward is too, because when you start there, you can get shoved into a room with 12 other people that you don't know. You know what I mean? And those become your roommates. So you got to learn to coexist with them, or you're going to go crazy. And some people don't. Some people don't last. So.
Facts.
I back that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I was bringing up Dylan a second ago. Like, one of the first times that I really got to, like, meet and, like, hang out with Dylan was in Paris, France. And the only reason I hung out with him so much is because we were the only two that could speak English. So we were, like, forced to be with each other, which is, like, really awesome to be with Dylan. And then the next time I saw him was in San Diego. And I was like, oh, what's up, dude? I just saw you in France. And the next time I saw him was in Australia. And the next time I saw him after that was back in Barcelona. And then, like
then you guys were even at Woodward together.
And then we're at Woodward together for a week, west and east.
Yeah,
and it's just like I think I've been to like 6 or 7 countries with Dylan, but we've never planned a trip together. It was never like, yo, Dylan, so where are you going next week? All right, sweet, I'll book my flight. Like, no, it was just like, yo, good to see you here, man. And I swear, every time I travel, Dylan is always a part of the trip. Wherever I am, he's always there.
Dylan's good energy, though. Dylan's a crazy,
I love Dylan,
he's a
man.
crazy dude, but Dylan's good energy. He's a good guy to have around. He makes things a lot more lighthearted and fun. Definitely getting some trouble with that dude, but
Dude, it's like Daniel. In Havasu with Daniel.
Dude, Daniel.
That was hype. The owner of Northern Limited, best dude. Dude, like,
Daniel Cardenas, I've known Daniel for a super long time. He's putting on for the Arizona scene. Daniel is a true innovator. Daniel is a true designer. Daniel is somebody that I look up to and I aspire to be like, because he's doing things that I wish I had done. You know what I mean? And so Daniel, like, bro, I was rocking your headband for 3 days before this. I almost put the Northern hat on instead of the grape hat. You know what I mean? But I knew Sean would have been mad at me. So. Yeah. But Daniel, man, Daniel is so sick, and Northern is actually based off the street they grew up on, Northern Avenue in Phoenix. So like he's very, very to the roots, and it hits me hard because I'm an Arizona local. You know what I mean? So like but like Daniel, man, he's tight, and he's popping with MC Magic, his pops too. His dad's like one of the leading Arizona artists to ever exist. So I look up to his family. Like, his family's on a whole other pedestal, dog. They're tight. They're tight people.
It. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, no, they're really, really cool people.
Look out for the Undialed X Northern collab.
Coming soon.
Coming very soon.
And podcast. Daniel will definitely be in here.
Dude.
That'd be a good talk.
That would be. Daniel's sick. I like Daniel a lot. I've known him. And Tommy Kush. He rolls with Tommy Kush. All the Peachy Boys. Peachy Boys are from Arizona. I love those dudes. They don't scooter as much as they should anymore, but they're still sick. They were an upcoming crew for a very long time. I've had some of my best memories in Arizona with those guys. So.
Have we mentioned you're the director of Woodward, like for the scooter? I don't think we have.
A little bit. I kind of mentioned it at the start, but yeah, I direct the scootering program at the largest Woodward location. We're actually the 4th largest program there, behind gymnastics, cheer, and skateboarding. So scooters are on the rise. We're now the 2nd largest action sport there. Numbers are still on the rise. Last year, we ran a 95% acceptance and parent approval rating through the program at the largest.
Out of how many kids? Like
90. That's out of anyone who took the survey. 95 out of 100 was their satisfaction rating on average. So we did. Big White has helped me out immensely with that. Big White is the co-director of Woodward Scootering with me.
I didn't realize he was a co-director.
He is, yeah. He's my co-director. Big White is my co-director. So he runs, and I handle more of the hiring side, setting up the pros. Big White really handles the hand-on, hanging out with the kids, setting up the competitions, making sure the time is fun for the kid. Big White's a lot more fun than I am. I'll tell you that for sure. Big White's I'm a stick in the mud compared to Big White. But what's really crazy is when you go deeper into that, me and Big White are the directors of Woodward East Scootering, and Anthony Rowe, BFG, is the director of Woodward West, and all 3 of us grew up in Gilbert, Arizona together. So 3 Arizona, three AZ Gilbert boys run the scootering programs at the big camps. So, and no shade to Tahoe to my boy Ricky, no shade to Copper to my boy Trevor either. You guys run outstanding programs over there too. So, but that's really cool to me, and we can bounce ideas back and forth all day long. I'm in constant contact with BFG. Yeah, we share pros. We talk about who does best, things like that, and we try to make it. Every year, I try to cater it to make it more fun. That's all I want Woodward to be.
You want Woodward to be fun?
Dude, I know it's insane, right?
That's weird.
Insane. But I love Woodward. I love Woodward because I can just wear a smile all day, every day. I get paid. I wouldn't necessarily get paid to ride my scooter, but I get paid to be a scooter rider there, and I get the opportunity. Sick. I get the opportunity every year to pay 120 other scooter riders to share their passion of scootering, and that's all I ask them to do. I mean, you show up on time, you make these kids happy, you make sure that we give back to them, because that's the next generation too. And a lot of the things that I got taught at Woodward, that I teach at Woodward, I take back to my local park, and I try to enforce there as well. And I'm not the best all the time, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that I am 100% the role model all the time, but I think I carry a good energy, and I think that what I can teach to other people about the younger generation is cool, because I was that kid, you know what I mean? Yeah. I was that annoying fat kid snaking you. That was me. That for sure was me. Couldn't tail whip, couldn't bar spin, couldn't do none of that. You wanted to run him over in the park, and I can offer an insight of how to teach that kid without trying to, with understanding where he's coming from and knowing how to zero in on how to help him with it. Yeah. So I think it's a really awesome opportunity for me, and myself being the level of scooter riding I am, where I've been at in scootering for how long and everything like that, it's the perfect job for me, 100%. Okay. So, because I'm not the one out there hands-on teaching these kids, you know what I mean? You're
in the background.
Yeah, I'm in the background. I run the program. I just make sure that everyone has the skills to be able to do that. And I pass that on to all of them who I do employ, and it's fun, man. I have fun every year. We make sure it's a good time. And you guys come out every year. Like, you know what the vibe is over at Woodward. You got that video of you doing 12 front flips down as John Cross. The whole time. That's all. Whenever I see a John Cross video, dude, I turn my headphones down like 6 notches. I think John Cross is so funny, but he is the loudest dude I have ever met in my life, bro.
Oh, John.
Very true.
You know he's coming here in like a week or 2.
Didn't you guys get kicked out of Laundry Joe's?
Okay.
So it's been a great podcast, guys.
Well, okay. We did get kicked out of Laundry Joe's, but then we also went back and then put John in the dryer and then pressed it, and it's in one of Raymond Warner's videos, and he's just like getting tumbled in the dryer.
And he kicks the door open and smacks Raymond's camera out of his head.
It was bad. It's all. It's a whole nother story for another day. But
I bet Raymond was not happy.
Oh no, he was fine. He knew what he was getting signed up
Raymond
for.
knew it was happening.
What's some crazy Woodward stories? I want to hear. Or, no. How about one crazy Woodward story?
We'll have to save the rest for the next time.
Yeah.
I got a crazy Woodward story. I can tell my side of the raccoon story.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Cause
oh yeah, we haven't even got. Dude, we've been slacking. All right, hit it.
All right. So basically, Ernie told the previous part of the story earlier, but basically what was happening is I was at this park in Woodward West called Poco Loco, and it's a park that's probably like 20 feet above the ground. So it's like there's a face to the skate park that's literally just a wall, and the skate park's built up or whatever. And there were some raccoons like running out of the side of the skate park, like out of the wall, and these little girls were trying to feed the raccoons out of their hands. Like they were walking up with chips, and they're like, "Oh, come here, come here."
You don't do that to a raccoon.
And like raccoons have rabies. Like that is a known thing that raccoons have rabies. So I was like, "Yo, girls, don't do that to the raccoons, please." And they're like, "Oh, so and so studies animals in her school class. She knows what she's doing." And I was like, "No, like don't go near those raccoons, please." And then they just keep getting like they start messing with you. They start getting closer and closer. So I'm like, you know what? So I throw my scooter off of like the top of the skate park.
The truth comes out.
And it lands probably like 10 feet away from the raccoon. The raccoon sees the scooter, looks at it for a second, turns around and walks back into its hole, and that's that. As soon as that happens, I see the little girls instantly go from a smile to a frown to start crying. And they just
This is when they ran to my office.
They just book it. And they run to the office. Then I have Ernie and Richie running out from the office.
Big White trailing slowly behind.
Runs over. And Richie's like, "Will, what happened to the raccoons? Why did you kill some raccoons?" And I was like, "Yo, Richie, no raccoons were killed." So basically, they were trying to feed these raccoons. So I threw my scooter near the raccoons so the raccoons would go away. And he's like, "So there's no dead raccoons?" I was like, "No raccoons were hurt in the operation of this, sir. They're in the hole." And he's like, "Oh, okay. So no raccoons are hurt. No."
Yo, what if we got
All right.
Okay.
So what if we just hold on? I just want to say this really fast. What if we got a pet raccoon?
No, son. Okay.
We almost bought a bird today.
Hey, you guys are talking about crazy Woodward stories. I know this popped up in the last one. I don't know if I should tell this story, but I'm going to. Do you want to hear the real story behind why Black Ninja's not allowed at Woodward?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, if you guys watched the last video.
So this is, first of all, you didn't show up to the venue, Ninja. I'm still on you. But anyway, so we have this thing that we do called Scooter Olympics every Thursday at Woodward. And you have a different set of tasks to achieve in said skate parks. Mm-hmm. There's a miscellaneous section. So we knew Major Crew was coming to Woodward for the week. So we put a little edit. This is the working of me and BFG.
Which is good. That's perfect.
And so we put into the miscellaneous section, get Black Ninja to do a tail whip on your scooter. That was one of the challenges. So we look out. Wait, hold
on. Let me just cut. For people that don't know who Black Ninja is, he's this guy that just makes a bunch of hate videos towards scootering. So, yeah.
Anyway. Okay, so we look out, and there is a giant group in the middle of Boomtown, like the front entrance of Woodward. And I'm like, what's going on? So we get over there, and here's Joe Ranch, and here's Black Ninja, just screaming at each other. And Ninja has a scooter in his hands, and I don't know what's going on, but kids are yelling fight and stuff. So immediately I'm like, no, we're breaking this up. So I pull them apart. I had to walk Black Ninja away with the marketing director. Not marketing, it wasn't Richie. His name was Joe. He was an employee. And he pulls him off to the side, and Joe just starts going in on him. You can't try to fight these employees. You're a guest here, all this stuff. So no one's ever really blacklisted from Woodward. Like, there's no, like, real, like, blacklist where I write your name down and you can't come back. But, like, if you're not good for the sport, we don't want you there.
Right.
And so that's why he's not allowed there, is because we put a joke into the Scooter Olympics to try to get him to do a tail up on a scooter, and he tried to fight one of our employees over it. That is why he is not allowed there. You still whack.
He actually was doing a podcast.
Yeah, he actually just made a podcast.
That's why, because I just seen you guys posting this, so he's going to pull up some old beef on this. That guy never showed up to fight me. You didn't show up to the venue, dog. I don't want to hear nothing about it.
So you were going to fight Black Ninja?
I was, bro. I called him out, and then he sent all his little goonies to assault my girlfriend via Instagram DMs, and I just had
like Goonies, you mean like his fan base?
Yeah, dude, his little fan base like just says some vulgar things to my girlfriend, and I was like, yo, dude, if you think I'm gonna walk into any gym and meet you up to fight you, like, no, it's not gonna happen. First of all, like, you can meet me. And he's like, he did great, bro. I'll give you that, bro. That little video you did, you spun it so well, bro. You are such a con artist. You're great, bro. I'll give you that. You really know how to talk your way out of anything, because that's all you do is talk. But
are you referring to the video you made?
Yeah. Go look. No, actually, I ain't going to give him no light. No light. He gets no promo from Erndo. That's where we're going to end it. Black Ninja, you suck. No promo from me. 0 promo from me. But we will selfishly promo Go Download Surf by Erndo and OG Willikers, available on iTunes and Spotify Music right now. And follow Big White's little brother on Instagram.
Yes, which is going to be Erndo AZ again, right?
I don't know if we're going back to Erndo AZ or if we're going back to Earn Daddy, though. But
Erndo AZ.
Erndo AZ.
Dude!
If you're trying to get record deals out here, Ernie, I feel like...
I don't want a record deal. I'm an independent artist.
You should be Lit Ernie.
Lit Ernie? I'll tell you what, if you guys follow me on the Undialed account. Now, hey, I'm part of the house now. Now you guys have to follow me on the account.
See, this is what everyone wants.
Yeah.
Wait, so did you come into this house just to get the follow?
I'm paying rent.
All right. So tell me why you think you should be on.
Because I live in the house. I'm making a podcast with y'all right now.
That's a good point. So what's your next point?
I'm Erndo. Who drove you to the hospital today, fam?
Wait, who drove you back from the hospital?
Who bought you breakfast and bought you breakfast yesterday? And the day before that, bought y'all both breakfast again.
Damn, so you're using the breakfast to get a follow.
All right, well, y'all can Venmo me for the breakfast.
God damn it, Ernie.
All love.
All right, guys. Well, that has been the podcast today. We're gonna be filming these way more consistently, so keep your guys.
Since Mr. Willie's broken off.
Keep your eyes and ears out for the podcast. If you guys enjoy them, if you guys just want to listen to them, we probably could add them to iTunes and Spotify.
I'm actually gonna do that. I'm gonna try to do that right.
If you guys like me too, tell Will and Clayton they need to put me in more videos.
Yeah.
If you guys like Ernie in videos, we'll have him in more videos. I mean, He'll probably just be in them regardless. So.
And go to undialed.co. Cop some product.
Hey, I actually just for the first time put on 110s instead of the 12 standard 125s that I've been riding for forever.
Root wheels?
No, they are the Undialed by Tilt wheels.
I would say go get them, but they're all gone.
They are all gone. Go find them at a local distributor. I think Shop ECX might actually still have a pair.
Those are all gone?
Those are all gone from Shop?
You have to buy them from Europe.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta buy them from Europe now?
You gotta get that foreign.
That foreign, drop some euros on it. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, but if you cop those, you say you got a foreign whip.
I mean,
you ride the foreign?
All of our whips are from China, right?
I don't know, unless you're driving like a Chevy or a Ford.
No, I mean scooters.
Oh.
We all got the
unless it's a TSI.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
Used to be Phoenix, but
Phoenix ain't even a company no more. You get that Cooper Clark signature deck for $99 though, just about everywhere. Go get those before they're gone, because that's a piece of history. He's got a cat on his deck, dog.
He does.
He's got a cat.
I got 3 cats on each wheel.
Sounds like you're copping steez, dude.
All right. Well, we will catch you guys on the next podcast before we get on another long topic. Love you. Bye.